The wait is officially over. Madden 25 comes out later today, and I felt like today was the perfect day to drop a budget beast best budget cards at each position video to start Madden 25 Ultimate Team. If you're looking to make a big purchase on Madden 25 but don't have the coins, head to my sponsor MMOEXP for the cheapest, most reliable MUT coins on the market, and do not forget to use code FERDY to check out for 5% off. A link for their website is in the description. Let's get started with the quarterbacks. Keep in mind, probably while you're watching this and while I'm recording this, the game is not officially out yet, so I don't know the exact price of what these 80s are going to be. If it's like a traditional Madden game, this card will be pretty reasonably priced because normally Matt Stafford cards kind of fly underneath the radar because he's not fast. People don't really desire a Matt Stafford card. But if we head over here to QB throw power, we have it sorted right here. You're going to see that Matt Stafford is actually, yeah, he's top 5 in throw power in the game, which is really good. And obviously, I mean, I guess the promo Josh Allen isn't in here, so he would be 6, I guess. But he'll fly underneath the radar. He'll be one of the cheaper 80s like he normally is, and he's a very good passer. If he is for some reason expensive, I also do like the 76 overall Anthony Richardson, who's got 77 speed and 81 throw power. But there's also some pretty decent cards down here. Baker's got decent speed with some pretty good throw power. Rodgers will have that butter release with 80 throw power. So there are some options down here. One card I do want you guys to keep your eyes on is the Season 1 Boom Anthony Richardson. With him being a promo card, his price will naturally be down compared to core cards, just kind of how it works. There's more of them in circulation. Look at college football, for example. So keep that in mind with Anthony Richardson. If he comes out and he's reasonably priced, which he should be, with 79 speed and 85 throw power, he's actually my favorite. So, he's not in the game day one while you're, when the game comes out today, if you're watching this before the Boom promo comes out. But when he does come out, he'll be probably the best budget QB with 84 throw power and 79 speed. At running back, we got Devon Achane. Pretty easy here. 82 speed, 80 acceleration, and has the stats to back it up. Although he's actually not the fastest running back in the game off rip, and we're going to have the promo cards coming out like Raheem and Henry too. But as far as core cards go, this is actually our fastest guy. It's Isaac Guerendo, however you say his name. He's got 83 speed, and the rest of his stats are really bad. If I had to pick one, I would definitely rather have an 82 speed guy with some slightly better COD and things like that, so you can kind of move a little bit compared to what this is. If you want a real nice budget backfield, maybe you go Achane for, third downs and, certain runs, and then you go Isaac for those power runs because he is actually 221, so a good weight there. But, I think those are probably your two best options. 77 overall Achane and Isaac at a 71 overall. Reminds me a lot of Chase Brown last year. Reminds me a lot of him. Isaac Guerendo. I don't know. At fullback, yes, we do include fullbacks here. We have Kari Blasingame. I don't think this card's gonna be too much. I don't think he's gonna be too expensive. He might fly underneath the radar because he isn't like super fast, but he's got really good speed and high lead block. When I look for fullbacks, what I'll do is I'll come on here and I'll sort by lead block. I think lead block is the most important stat. Normally when you have a good lead block, you do actually kind of get to your block a little bit quicker and it is more effective. And Kari Blasingame is one of the best at an 80 overall. Jakob Johnson, also not a bad call, 2 out of 78 if you want to go with him, but he's obviously much slower. So it was kind of tough to find that. Even Nick Baldwin isn't bad either. There are some more options, but the impact block and speed combination on Kari is what I like at 82. And Nick Baldwin's not bad. He'll be much cheaper, so keep that in mind. It really depends how much you use your fullback. And keep in mind, we are of course going to have Allstott, which will be upgradable to an 81 day one, as well as Mike Tolbert, who you can fully upgrade day one as well. So do keep that in mind too when it comes looking for a fullback. And they're both these guys are free, of course. Okay, we have receivers. We have our wide receivers. Xavier Worthy, 86 speed, 85 acceleration, the same speed as Tyreek Hill. He actually is the fastest, tied for it in the game, the wide receiver in the game right now. So do expect that to reflect his price. Do I think he's going to be 100K? I'd be very surprised if he is. If he's 100K, then he should not be in this video. If you're watching this after release, I think a fair price prediction for him is around 25-ish K, maybe 25, 30K at most. But he'll probably drop pretty quick, and there actually is a lot of fast receivers in this game. So if you don't want to get Worthy, because he'll probably be the most expensive out of all these guys, you can maybe not pick him. I like Marvin Harrison, 6'3", 83 speed with good stats as well to back it up. I mean, you're going to see Xavier Worthy doesn't really have really good stats. It's just the speed where, Marvin Harrison a little bit more balanced with a good build. Jameson Williams, 84 speed. I think he'll probably get overshadowed for sure he'll get overshadowed 100%. He's going to get overshadowed by by Xavier Worthy. But if we go to wide receivers and sort by speed, you're going to see that there are a bunch of options. I just kind of picked the ones I really like because their heights are good and all that stuff. But Worthy's really tied for the fastest in the game right now. And Jameson Williams, Anthony Gold, if you want, he'll be dirt cheap. He's 5'8". Like, if you just want speed out there are better buys. You know what I mean? Waddle, if 81s are down a little bit, I don't think Waddle will be one of the cheaper ones, but that option's there. Marquise Brown, 82, small. I would probably sit at around 83 speed, pretty good for any of these cards. So I think Worthy's going to be, he'll be overpriced. That's what I think about Worthy. I think he'll be, like, early on, people will be buying this card up pretty nice. So maybe you can snipe him. If you pull him, that'd be good, because he's only a 75. Odds are up on him, obviously. But I think my price prediction's at most like 40 to 35K, which early game, that's either a lot or not a lot for you. I think people think budget early game and they're like 10K under, but it's worth it because you're getting what is tied for the fastest in the game. And if you put him in certain scenarios, kind of get the ball in his hands, get him going. Speed is speed at the end of the day. It simply is. At tight end, kind of the same thing I said about Anthony Richardson. Keep an eye on Luke Musgrave's price. It could go down. It could be pretty nice. Keep that in mind. But we got 78 Jonnu Smith. Jonnu, I think it was a Madden 21-0 chill. I think it was. Jonnu had a good card. I think it was a snowball card or whatever, like Frozen, whatever that card was. He was really good. It may have just been a 0 choke. I don't really remember, but 81 speed, 6'3". Cool. Jonnu Smith, there he is. We also do have Noah Fant. I like him as well. Noah Fant, good speed at 6'4". I think I have one more here. Yeah, it's Tyler Higbee. If you want more of a run blocker, Higbee does get 70 run block with a decent combination of speed and 6'6", but so does Luke Musgrave. He's 81 speed with 64 run block, and he's 6'6" as well. So those are options at tight end. I like any of these guys. Pretty standard, pretty common, budget early game tight ends names we're seeing here. And of course, they will repeat. History does repeat itself here at the tight end position. All right, let's do the offensive line. Early game offensive lineman, I look for multiple things. I would like to have 80 plus. Eventually you'll be able to get your hands on a bunch of 80 plus guys, which is good. When I say 80 plus, I mean like 80 plus in run block, pass block. But I tried getting real budget and kind of creative with this offensive line. So I was looking here for weight and acceleration on some guys. And if they didn't have that at the position, and we looked for kind of better stats, but also strength was a long way too on the offensive line early game. So if you don't know what acceleration does for like offensive linemen, defensive linemen, it pretty much gives you that like a quicker initial burst. You're not going to hit max speed, which is not, it's not gonna be a crazy speed like 85, but 62 speed, kind of get to that second level, make that next block, which is going to open up the holes in your run game. So I guess Latham, he was a legend. He's a legend in Madden 24. I think he's looking pretty good here in Madden 25 as well. Anthony Bradford, I believe he also had an RP at some point. I think, if I remember correctly, I think he was an RP last year. But really good acceleration and really high strength on his card, and 82 impact block, which is good too, at 245. Center, I got Joe Tittman, Blitz legend. It sounds like a broke, but these cards, they make them fast, and they made them fast again this year. Not fast, but you know what I mean. Like good acceleration and like 83 lead block on a center, be able to kind of get off that double team, get that second level with good acceleration, good lead block, and 317 is also a very good weight. At right guard, I really couldn't find a good right guard. I'm going to be honest. The right guard position, of course, if you do win your champs games, you're able to get Quinn Miners for completely free. But if we go down here, I do think that there's a chance ABT does kind of fly underneath the radar. But if we kind of go through, there really isn't anything that's crazy with even with acceleration or speed or not speed, sorry, strength. At this position, it's kind of weak. We sort by strength, which I don't love to do, because usually when you do this, you kind of get a guy that's just strong and doesn't have any other things in his bag. Look at Jalen Mayfield. He's got 82 strength, but actually he's not bad. But very low acceleration, low speed, so you're kind of making that trade-off, which is interesting there. So you can do that. You're able to do that too, but I guess he's not fast either. So I actually don't hate Jalen Mayfield for a budget guy right there. Just kind of found him. Looks pretty good to me. I think he was also a good one last year, I believe, as well. And right tackle, I know it sounds like I'm kind of just looking at Jets, but he's not even on the Jets. Mekhi Becton, 363 with, and right here at right tackle, acceleration is a stat that is not good. Like, we click on the first guy, Broderick Jones, it's 69, right? And his strength is not good to back it up. I mean, he's kind of decent too, but that extra 60 pounds on a guy like Mekhi Becton does go a long way. This card's also not bad either, Spencer Brown. But I think Mekhi Becton's going to fly underneath the radar. People won't even really be thinking about him. But he's got 84 strength, and combine that with some pretty good stats as well. I think it's nice for Mekhi. I think that's actually, good strength there. Good strength there with some good stats. Good strength there. Good acceleration with some pretty decent stats. I like that for our O-line. They're all looking pretty good. Before we head over to the defense, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, turn on those notifications. We post daily Madden 25 content, Ultimate Team, of course, gameplays, tier list, videos like this, top 10s. You're just your one-stop shop for all your Ultimate Team content, and it's every single day. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get to the defense. Heading over to defense at left end, we have Montez Sweat. As far as 80s go, he'll be one of the more expensive 80s, but so hopefully 80s are on the cheaper side of things. It's my prediction. Could be wrong because overalls are down, like I said, kind of the same thing I said earlier with all the 80s I was talking about. But he could be fairly priced. If he's not, then disregard this card, but 83 speed is amazing. Miles Murphy, there you go. If you want a more budget option, this guy will guarantee to be budget. He's got actually pretty good impact block and hit power with 84 acceleration and 82 speed at 275, 6'5". At left end, that's not terrible. I don't hate that. And now we have our right ends. Right end, you got Robert Beal Jr. with 86 acceleration, which on the line, again, having good acceleration on the line is so valuable because you're able to get that quick burst of speed in those short distances. And yeah, will Beal have problems rushing the passer? Yes. But why you get this card is because you want to have that speed early game. You'll probably get beat up and you pay for what you get here. But you do pay for some good speed, which it's there, you know, you're able to maybe catch a faster card, faster running back, and these stats are really bad after that, but I had to mention Beal. If you want more consistent stats with some worse speed, Jermaine Johnson's here for you, 77 power moves with good tackling stats, good hit power, good impact block, and pursuit with 84 acceleration for those short distances, and a good height and weight as well. And you know, this is a pretty good spread of stats. Defensive tackle, I mean, Jalen Carter, right? Jalen Carter. And you can't go wrong with Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, the Eagles combo here. You can't go wrong with them. They're both big. They're both fast. So you have both those things. And I do like Jordan Davis more if I had to pick one because look at his stats are just better. It's 85 impact block and 85 strength with good acceleration and good speed. And he's 340. So he's able to clog the middle, dominate the middle as a 78 overall. But again, people know about Jordan Davis, so he'll probably be on the more expensive things of a 78, probably more like a 79 or 80 price tag on Jordan Davis because people know he's always a monster. He's always just an absolute monster. At left outside linebacker, again, what I said with the 80s applies to Trayvon Walker as well, but 82 speed, 84 acceleration, 80 power moves, and pretty solid against the run with a good height and a good weight. Keep that in mind though. You know, he could be, and even with Nick Bolton as well. Nick Bolton could pretty much be the same thing where I think he'll be actually pretty expensive. He's a 5'11". His weight's not great. His build's not great for like a user, but the 85 speed is obviously what you're looking for. So he's an 80 overall, but people know he's got 85 speed. So this card, he'll probably be like kind of around Sweat's price range, honestly, because yeah, this card's no secret and he's really damn fast. If you don't want to use him though, a card that I guarantee will be a little bit cheaper is Quay Walker, 78 overall with 86 acceleration, 84 speed at 6'4". Debatably, actually, I might lean Quay Walker. Debatably. I mean, yeah, Bolton's going to have like these better stats here, but better acceleration and he's got 5 inches on him. I would actually probably go Quay. Nick Bolton will probably be a little overpriced compared to Quay. So Nick Bolton might not be a crazy budget. He might not be, but Quay definitely is, without question. And thankfully, there's no training staff or injuries in MUT because Quay would definitely cause havoc on those people. But right outside linebacker, we have pass coverage Damone Clark here. Again, we've had a couple of these 80 overall boom cards on here. If they're crazy priced, don't go after them. But 83 speed could be a great user for you. I think they also mentioned that he is pretty tall. I'll pull up. What's his name? Damone. We got him in the game. Damone Clark. How tall? Yeah, they said he was 6'3". I was making sure. 6'3" Damone Clark with this could be a good user, right? Could be a great user. Adafe Owe for right outside linebacker as well. If Damone's too expensive, and if you want more of a pass rusher as well, you have Adafe Owe with good power moves, good speed, good acceleration, 6'5", 260, and pretty solid against the run as well. Heading over to cornerback, we have Tariq Woolen. He will be the most expensive out of all the 80s, but I wanted to let you guys know that this card is a thing, just in case he is fairly priced. Maybe he'll be a good buy, but I doubt it because he's a corner, and EA is starving us again with corners this year, so people are going to want to have Tariq Woolen. If you pull him, I would probably keep him. I think there's a lot of value in this card for sure. I mean, he's got 80 zone coverage with 84 speed at 6'4", but odds are he'll be pretty egregiously priced because the cornerback market is kind of cornered. DJ Turner is up next. I don't think this is the picture of DJ Turner because he didn't play for the Raiders wherever. He's just a Bengal, so this picture is wrong on the database, but 84 speed, 85 acceleration, and really no cover ties to back it up. Next up, Eric Stokes. Budget legend Eric Stokes, by the way. 83 speed, 82 acceleration, 6 foot as well. And I think I have one more here for you guys. That's Caleb Farley, also a budget legend at 6'2", 197. So those are 3 corners, and I guess 4 if Tariq Woolen is fairly priced, but I had to throw him in there just in case. But if not, I still give you guys three good cornerback options that all have pretty good speed. This is probably will be my day one cornerback lineup right here. Stokes, Farley, and DJ Turner. Yeah, this will probably be my guys. At free safety, I got Ashton Davis. Ashton Davis is pretty clear cut to me. He's one of the faster safeties in the game, and I think if he was like an 80 overall, he would probably be priced around Woolen, but he's a 76. I think this card will be one of the better budget cards in the game. Like, really good value on this buy, 100%. And whether you want to user him, there's a misconception with free safeties that you can't user them because you can't promote sub linebacker in game. In most formations, you are able to sub them in at user, so keep that in mind with Ashton Davis. But 6'1", 84 speed, whether I had a Jets team or not, Ashton Davis would be on it. I think this card looks really good. Obviously, holes here. I would say really good, but for a budget, for a budget card, he looks really good. I shouldn't say he looks really good because he really doesn't. For a budget card, he does look good. That's what I should be saying. Brian Brand, strong safety. Same spiel I give you with the 80s. If he's fairly priced, we just want to let you guys know that this card exists, and I like him. 83 speed. If he is crazy priced, we got an alternative option, and that's Jeremy Chin. 83 speed, 83 acceleration, 6'3", 220. Again, another budget legend. A lot of budget legends here. They did all the budget legends right in Madden 25 Ultimate Team to start this year, and I like it. Also, I love this twist from college football. College football, you have no budget beast really in the game. So I'm glad to see, a 77 overall card with 83 speed. I'm happy to see that. And a kicker and a punter. Again, 80, he's a kicker, okay? He's not going to be crazy priced. If he is, I don't know what to say. 81 kick power or 80 kick power, somewhere in that range. If you can find a kicker for that, you're in business. And this one I know he'll be cheap. Blake Gilkin. Really low kick accuracy, which normally for a field goal kicker I don't love. For a punter, who cares? So 71 kick accuracy, I don't care. But a 78 overall punter with 81 kick power is amazing. So those are the best budget cards at each position. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about this squad. I think it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty solid. I don't know how they're going to stack up against a lot of these teams early game because there's some pretty crazy content coming out, but maybe mix them in with some good players and go win some games. Simple as that. Have a great rest of your day. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button. If you did enjoy today's video, hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and of course, as always, I'll see you boys in the next one.